Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. It means a lot to me. I can't even tell you how much it actually means to me. It's really cool. You guys are helping me kind of just build my confidence with just speaking into a camera and just getting more and more comfortable with like using this platform, or even just trying to do anything like YouTube or speaking. I guess this is kind of like a form of public speaking, even though there's no audience right now. It's still like I feel like there is, even though as it stands I have close to 0 followers or 0 views, but it's like still nerve-wracking. So I appreciate you guys coming back. And so today we have our third video. So yeah, we have our third Mail Monday. I got a Pokemon 8XY Ancient Origins booster box. So I got this for $8. I was really pumped. I was like, oh, I just stole it. Like, dude, nobody wanted this, whatever. This will be a great video. Be really cool for some videos. Do a big Pokemon booster box opening or something like that. And then unfortunately, I read the description after. And then I found out that these aren't real. These are actually fake from like Taiwan or somewhere in Southeast Asia. So anyways, I thought it's still kind of cool, like looking at it. Like, I don't know, it's kind of funny. I think I'll probably I'll still open this up on the channel, kind of just see how if these cards are like fake or the good. I don't really know. I haven't really opened too many Pokemon cards since I was a kid, so I don't even know if these look good or not. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see what we can do with this. I'm sure that they look awful, but you know, I could probably get 1, 2, 3 videos out of this booster box, and it was super cheap, and it helped with practicing, being in front of the camera, opening packs, and then we can come up with creative ideas what to do with these cards that I think could be actually pretty entertaining for not. That could just be could be kind of entertaining. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm at a loss of words, but yeah, so I got that. That's kind of funny. We'll see what happens with that in the future. We'll see what I really do with Pokemon cards, because it's kind of expensive to get into the hobby. I mean, I don't really relate with like the newer stuff. Like, I think Pokemon have like reached the point where they almost look like what Digimon characters used to be. I know that's from Series 2, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So, but it's like getting to like the cards that I grew up on, like that's like such a hard entry to get into, because one, people overvalue their cards themselves. So like even just getting people's like own collections that are pretty beat up is like pricey and just like not really worth going through the hassle. But even more so than that is like packs cost a lot. Like, it's super expensive to get, like, basically right now as it stands, it's impossible for me to get any of the old packs that I got when I was a kid and make like a legitimate video, especially right now, because the cheapest would be like Series 2, and those packs are like $50. Team Rocket packs, I think those are $60. Fossil might be the cheapest, unlimited, for $60. And well, that's just not worth it. That would be one pack opened on a video, and that would be not fun because it just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't be worth the budget. So we'll move on to the next thing. Enough of Pokemon. Back to what seems to be kind of like the theme of like the channel right now, because this is what I grew up on and I love the most. But I didn't really grow up on this next item, but it's just kind of something that I'll probably get into to learn more about, and it's kind of like, I don't know, important to Dragon Ball, even though not really to the anime, because it's much aligned. But I found a super cheap starter deck for Dragon Ball GT from the Baby Saga, a randomized starter deck. So I've got this for like, I think I got this for like $5, but then obviously shipping, so it was probably like $13, because somehow this took $8 to ship. But anyways, each randomized starter deck contains 3 consecutive main personality cards starting with level 1, 51 random cards, which include 15 uncommon cards, 33 common cards, 2 rares, 1 foil. That doesn't seem like that many rares. Okay, so, and then you get 1 random high-tech card, so I guess that's like the main card. And the starter decks, that's similar to the Dragon Ball CCG. Again, this is by score, so this is like what we're looking for. And we get one scouter, one full color playbook. Let me bring that closer to the camera now that I'm trying to pay attention. One playmat and 16 card battle demo. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Kind of like a walkthrough, like a game walkthrough almost. So this is kind of like what the main personalities are. I have never opened any Dragon Ball GT anything. I've seen like a few episodes like through Hulu, and that's in sub. So like I don't really enjoy subs as much as a dub. Actually, I don't enjoy them at all as far as Dragon Ball GT went, because you're just reading the subtitles more than you're actually being able to pay attention. But I'm gonna have to buy the series, so then like when I eventually get to the point where I'm opening these, then I'll actually know what I'm talking about when I see a card that has a scene in it or a character, because I don't know who Baby is or any of those kind of characters. I've kind of seen like highlights on YouTube and all that stuff, and it's supposed to be pretty strong. It's supposed to be a really cool concept, at least, even though GT amongst like Dragon Ball fans isn't the most popular. But again, GT has a lot of cool concepts that I think people should be more open-minded about, from what I've seen. But anyways, so moving on to the next item. So I found this also from the same seller on eBay this was up for bid. This went through like 3 bids, 3 cycles of bids, and nobody bid on it, which I'm kind of shocked because really, it was cheap. It was only like $5 the guy was starting at, with like $4 shipping. So right here is a Dragon Ball Z collectible card game, Trunks Reforged, 66 additional cards, pre-constructed extreme theme deck. I was convinced that these are pretty expensive just because like asking prices on eBay were a little extreme, like whenever I would see these. But I was also really confused when I opened this, because I wish I would have just pulled it out of the box in front of the camera, because I was like, oh, okay, so this is it? Did I just buy like trading card, like playing cards as far as like spades, clubs, and stuff? Because that's the size of this box. I thought it'd be like closer to the normal starter decks. But yeah, anyways, people have this posted for like $30, and I got this for $5 on like the asking price. So I'll kind of see how this is. I've never opened these. I never opened these when I was a kid, but like obviously I'm a huge fan of Trunks. Like anybody who grew up on Dragon Ball Z, Trunks, like they wish they would have grown up into Trunks. Like that's who they probably wanted to be. Each hard-hitting 66 card deck contains wow. 11 limited edition foils, including 3 main personality cards. I wonder if that's like the high-tech cards, because that would be incredible, but I doubt that. 6 power cards with 2 rares. I don't really know what power cards are as it stands, so that'll be interesting. Is it kind of like an ability card? And then there's 2 Trunks Saga promo cards, which would be really interesting because there is the Dragon Ball, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's like the Game Boy Advance with Trunk on the cover, so that'd be interesting if it were like one of those. Because the Trunks Game Boy Advance, like finding those sealed is a little challenging. And then there's 55 card pre-constructed core deck, one of 2 versions. So that's interesting. I'll have to buy a few of these because I'm sure I'll have to buy a few of them, just because it seems like there's a lot of cards that like you would need to get multiple of these in. But because there's 2 versions, I want both versions. And we'll see how that goes. Requires separate starter deck to play. That's really interesting in the CCG that there's always a requirement to have a starter deck, which is brilliant as far as like score is concerned, just because like it forces people to buy more product. You can't just go buy booster packs and play like if it were Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! And just start building that way. You would actually have to have a starter deck. And then it states right here, this is not a starter deck. So just the theme deck, this is really cool. If you guys could, in the comment section, because I've been wondering, I've been seeing this on the product, like the last couple products, what are the Capsule Corp credits? Is that like just an old thing through Funimation or Score Entertainment, where it was like a a rewards thing, like where you turn in your stuff and then kind of get like free stuff. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter now because you probably don't have any of this stuff anymore, but it'd just be really cool to kind of just know what that's for. And that's all I have for this opening. Just a quick few things. I got the Pokemon Ancient Origins, Trunks Reforged, and then a Baby Saga starter deck that I can't wait to open for you guys in separate videos. I think that'll be a lot of fun, especially the fake Pokemon cards, because that will be the first time I've opened a booster box in a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you watching it. Please leave a like or hit the like button, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, or you could even leave a dislike button if you thought this was a horrible video. But if you guys leave a comment, let me know how I can improve. I really want to get better and better in front of the camera and opening these kind of stuff for you guys and become a little bit more entertaining. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope to see you next time.